The third signpost that we're going to talk about is called Tough Questions. You'll see that the Tough Questions signpost is in orange, so I want you to get an orange highlighter out. And as we look at the question, or the definition, the question, and the important things that we find out by answering that question, I want you to highlight them in orange. A tough question is when you're reading and the character asks himself a really difficult question. You have to stop and ask yourself, what does this question make me wonder about? If you can answer that question, it's probably going to tell you about the conflict, and it might give you ideas about something that's going to happen later on in the story. We looked at The Outsiders to find an example of a tough question. Towards the end, when all the guys are getting ready to go to the Rumble, Ponyboy is going around and asking everybody why they like to fight, and they're showing how they prepare for a big rumble. In the midst of this, he starts talking about their hair and their reputation, and he stops his description and asks a bunch of questions. What kind of world is it where all I have to be proud of is a reputation for being a hood and greasy hair? I don't want to be a hood, but even if I don't steal things and mug people and get boozed up, I'm marked lousy. Why should I be proud of it? Why should I even pretend to be proud of it? These tough questions that Ponyboy asks himself shows us about the conflict. We really get to understand why life is so unfair for him. He's a good kid. He studies hard in school, he gets straight A's, he's on the track team, and he never gets in trouble. And yet he's still labeled a greaser, and he still has to fear every time he walks out of his house that he's going to be jumped by one of the Socs only because of being a greaser. And so he chooses, just like all the greasers do, to embrace it by, using hair grease to make themselves look like hoodlums and to wear the leather jackets. In the next clip, you're going to look at a movie clip that has a character asking a tough question. In your notebook, you're going to explain what conflict do you learn about from that question.